Begin with a statement that is a true statement, and I hope you all remember it. Muscle knows no age. In other words, whether you're 9 or 90, you can have a strong, fit, healthy body. It's not a bad idea to Google 100-year-old athletes and just have a look at what they're doing, because no one here is actually 100.
It might not be an electrolyte that's causing your cramps. It could be the vitamin that helps you absorb one of these electrolytes. And you also need magnesium when you take vitamin D. They both work together. And magnesium is also very important in muscle physiology. So to get rid of achy muscles or cramping muscles or weak muscles, you need vitamin D.
But the biggest reason I like magnesium is what it can do for your muscles. If you have hard muscles, if you have muscles that are in spasm all the time, if you have muscles that are cramping, especially at night, you want magnesium. The best type of magnesium that I would recommend is called magnesium glycinate.
Are painful leg cramps ruining your sleep? You're deep in dreamland when, bam, a sharp pain jolts you awake. Your calf locked in a tight, agonizing cramp. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Nighttime leg cramps affect 1 in 3 seniors over 60, and ignoring them only makes things worse. But don't worry, there's good news. 2 simple techniques can stop these cramps in as little as 2 minutes, so you can finally sleep peacefully. Stick around, because we'll also share 2 bonus tips to prevent cramps before they even start. Number 1, why do seniors get nighttime leg cramps? Leg cramps at night, also known as nocturnal cramps, can feel like a sneak attack on your muscles. 1 minute, you're fast asleep, dreaming peacefully, and the next, bam, your calf seized up like it's locked in a vice grip. You jolt awake, clutching your leg, trying desperately to stretch it out while wincing in pain. Sound familiar? You're not alone. So what's the deal? Why do these painful cramps always seem to strike at the worst possible time? Well, it all comes down to how your muscles function, how well your blood is circulating, and whether your body has the right balance of minerals or not. And here's the kicker. These cramps tend to get worse as we get older. But why? Let's break it down. First, there is muscle tightness. As we age, our muscles naturally lose some flexibility. If your calf muscles stay tight all day, whether from sitting too long, walking too much, or just not stretching enough, they're way more likely to cramp up when you finally relax at night. It's like they've been on edge all day, just waiting for the moment to snap. Then there's circulation. Good blood flow is what keeps muscles happy and oxygenated. But if your circulation isn't great, whether due to aging, sitting for long hours, or certain health conditions, your muscles don't get enough oxygen. And what happens when muscles don't get what they need? They throw a fit, also known as a cramp. Now, let's talk about something that gets overlooked way too often: hydration. Dehydration is a major player in leg cramps. When your body doesn't have enough fluids, it struggles to send proper signals to your muscles. That means your muscles can cramp up without warning, leaving you in sudden agony. If you don't drink enough water throughout the day, your body will tell you at night through painful cramps. And then there's the big mineral imbalance. Your muscles need magnesium, potassium, and calcium to contract and relax smoothly. If any of these are low, your muscles can go haywire, tightening up when they shouldn't. Ever wonder why sports drinks and electrolyte supplements are so popular? It's because they help replenish these crucial minerals, preventing cramps from happening in the first place.
If your pH is too alkaline, not acid, but too alkaline, these minerals won't get absorbed. So a common remedy to help with cramping is apple cider vinegar. This will acidify the body and allow these minerals to go into your tissues, your muscles, and prevent leg cramps.
But here's something that catches a lot of people off guard. Medications. Yep, some of the very pills you take for other health issues might be secretly making your cramps worse.
Now, a lot of people aren't even aware that medications can really increase your risk of having leg cramps. By far, the most common medications for this are the statin drugs, which lower your total cholesterol and your LDL cholesterol. People take these drugs thinking that they lower their risk of heart attack and stroke. The research on this is equivocal at best and ridiculous at worst. I've got other videos on this channel about should you not take a statin to lower your total cholesterol. But one of the most common side effects of the statin drugs, which include Zocor, Lipitor, Crestor, Livalo. All these things will cause you to have muscle aches, joint aches, and muscle cramps in your legs.
Cholesterol-lowering statins and diuretics, aka water pills, can strip your body of essential minerals. If you've been dealing with leg cramps ever since starting a new medication, it's definitely worth looking into. So, now you know why these brutal nighttime cramps happen. But the good news? You don't have to just suffer through them. There are simple, science-backed ways to stop leg cramps in their tracks, and better yet, prevent them from coming back. And that's exactly what we're getting into next. Stick around because we're about to reveal 2 quick, easy techniques that can stop a cramp in under 2 minutes. No fancy equipment, no expensive treatments, just simple tricks that actually work. Let's fix those cramps for good. Number 2, simple exercises to stop leg cramps fast. The moment a leg cramp strikes, it feels like time stops. The sharp, tightening pain grips your calf, making it nearly impossible to move. But instead of waiting for the pain to pass, there's a simple technique that can bring quick relief. Deep calf massage releases tight muscles in seconds. Let's be honest, there's nothing worse than being jolted awake by a sudden, stabbing pain in your calf. It's like your muscles just decided to throw a tantrum in the middle of the night. But instead of waiting helplessly for the cramp to pass, there's a simple trick that can bring quick relief: deep calf massage.
But you have a second heart, and that is your calf muscle. Your calf muscle is your second heart, and your calf muscle pumps that blood back.
This technique works best the moment a cramp strikes, so don't waste time trying to stretch through the pain. The goal here is to relax the muscles and restore normal blood flow as quickly as possible. The best part? It only takes a few seconds to start feeling the difference.
The calf stretch. And this stretch is really good for people with cramp because many people who get cramp get it in their calves. So this is a nice simple stretch. You can do it anytime throughout the day.
Here's how you do it. First, find a comfortable spot to lie down. Your bed or even the floor will work. Then, bend your opposite knee and use it as a natural massage tool. Gently press the cramped calf against your kneecap and move it back and forth in a slow, controlled motion. You'll probably notice some tender spots that are where your muscle is the tightest, so focus on those areas. Now, why does this work so well? There are 3 big reasons. First, it loosens up the tight muscle, helping it relax instead of staying locked in a painful spasm. Second, it boosts circulation, sending much-needed oxygen and nutrients straight to the cramping muscle. And third, it helps prevent future cramps by keeping the muscle more flexible. If both legs tend to cramp, don't forget to repeat this on the other side as well. But here's where it gets really interesting. This technique doesn't just fix the cramp at the moment. It actually targets the root cause of why these cramps happen in the first place. Most nighttime cramps don't come out of nowhere. They're usually the result of tight muscles that have been overworked all day. So, by working out those tight spots before you go to bed, you're setting yourself up for a cramp-free night.
Muscle knows no age. In other words, whether you're 9 or 90, you can have a strong, fit, healthy body.
That said, while deep massage is safe for most people, there are a few exceptions. If you have severe leg pain, swelling, or varicose veins, it's best to check with a doctor before using this method. And if cramps are happening all the time or feel unbearable, there could be a bigger issue at play, like a mineral deficiency or poor circulation. In that case, getting to the bottom of it is just as important as stopping the pain. Now that you've got this quick fix in your arsenal, it's time to go one step further. Because, let's be real, nobody wants to deal with cramps in the first place. Up next, we're diving into another simple but powerful technique that can keep your muscles relaxed and cramp-free all night long. Trust me, once you try this, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. Ankle stretch stops cramps instantly. When a leg cramp strikes, the pain can be unbearable. It feels like your muscles have locked up, and no matter what you do, they just won't relax. But instead of just waiting it out, there's another quick fix that can stop the cramp quickly. This simple movement works wonders whether you're in the middle of a cramp or just want to prevent one before bed. And the best part? It only takes a few seconds to do, yet it resets your muscles and keeps them from tightening up again. Here's how it works. When a cramp hits, point your toes straight down and hold for about 3 seconds. Then, pull them up toward your shin and hold for another 3 seconds. Repeat this about 10 to 12 times for each foot. It might sound too easy to be effective, but this motion helps reset the cramping muscle, stopping the spasm in its tracks. So why does this work so well? It all comes down to how your muscles react to sudden tension. When a cramp kicks in, the muscle contracts forcefully and refuses to let go. By moving your foot through this stretch, you're essentially telling your muscle, hey, we're not doing this right now, forcing it to relax and return to normal. But that's not all. This stretch also strengthens your ankle and calf muscles, making them more resilient over time. The stronger these muscles are, the less likely they are to cramp up in the first place. And since cramps are often linked to poor circulation, this movement also helps get the blood flowing, delivering much needed oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. Now, if you find that your toes start cramping up while doing this stretch, don't worry. It just means those muscles are tight too and need some extra attention. Instead of stopping, keep going gently, and over time, your feet will become more flexible, reducing the chance of future cramps. Of course, if you have severe arthritis or any other condition that affects your joints, it's a good idea to modify this stretch. A gentler option is using a towel to loop it around your foot and pull it back slightly instead of flexing your foot on its own. This way, you still get the benefits of stretching without putting too much pressure on your joints. Now that you've got two powerful techniques to stop cramps quickly, the next step is making sure they don't come back. Because let's be honest, no one wants to deal with painful leg cramps every night. Up next, we're diving into the best ways to prevent these cramps from happening in the first place. From hydration tips to simple lifestyle changes, we've got everything you need to finally sleep peacefully without those dreaded midnight muscle spasms. Number 3, extra tips to prevent cramps before bed. When it comes to preventing nighttime leg cramps, most people focus on stretching, hydration, and minerals. But two major sneaky culprits often go unnoticed. Stop tucking in your sheets too tight. First is your bed sheets. Believe it or not, the way you tuck in your sheets could be setting you up for painful cramps. When your sheets are too tight, they force your feet to stay pointed downward all night. This position shortens your calf muscles, making them more prone to sudden contractions. It's like keeping a rubber band stretched for hours eventually. It snaps back with force. That's exactly what happens when you try to move your legs after being stuck in that position all night. The fix is surprisingly simple. Instead of tucking in your top sheet too tightly, leave it a little loose so your feet can move freely. This allows your calf muscles to stay in a more relaxed position, reducing the likelihood of them cramping up while you sleep. For people who sleep on their backs, this small adjustment makes a huge difference. It allows feet to rest in a more natural position instead of being forced into a downward stretch. And for those who sleep on their stomach, keeping the sheets loose helps prevent unnecessary strain on the muscles that are already under pressure from that position. You might not think about your bedding much, but small changes like this can have a big impact on your body. It's just like wearing the wrong shoes all day. If something keeps your muscles in an unnatural position for too long, they'll eventually protest. And in this case, that protest comes in the form of painful leg cramps at the worst possible time, right when you're trying to sleep. This simple trick works even better when combined with other prevention methods, like stretching before bed and staying hydrated. The more you support your muscles throughout the day, the less likely they are to act up at night. Of course, if your cramps are frequent or severe, it's always a good idea to take a closer look at other possible causes, like mineral deficiencies or medication side effects. But for many people, something as simple as loosening their bed sheets is all it takes to experience relief. Now that we've tackled this hidden cramp trigger, let's keep going. Up next, we're looking at another easy nighttime habit that can make all the difference in keeping leg cramps away for good. Use magnesium lotion for muscle relaxation.
Now, if you've ever had cramps in your legs while you're trying to sleep, or maybe in your foot or your leg, there are 3 things to try out. Number 1, magnesium. A magnesium deficiency will definitely cause cramping.
One of the most effective ways to stop leg cramps before they even start is by giving your muscles exactly what they need, magnesium. This powerhouse mineral plays a key role in muscle relaxation, and when levels run low, your muscles pay the price. That's when they start to tighten, spasm, and cramp up, often in the middle of the night when you least expect it.
My calf. Your calf's cramping, don't point your toe. Pull the toe upwards like this. Bring your whole foot, called dorsiflexion. Hold it in that position. The cramp will go away in seconds.
Many people try to fix this by taking magnesium supplements, which can be helpful, but there's another way to get potential relief: magnesium lotion. Unlike pills that have to go through the digestive system, magnesium absorbed through the skin goes directly to the muscles where it's needed most. This means potentially quicker results, less waiting, and no worries about potential stomach issues that sometimes come with oral supplements.
I'd like to talk about the amazing benefits of magnesium. So magnesium actually helps you lower cortisol, so it helps you sleep, especially getting to sleep as well as staying asleep. Magnesium is also at the heart of making energy. So if you're low in magnesium, you might be tired all the time. But the biggest reason I like magnesium is what it can do for your muscles. If you have hard muscles, if you have muscles that are in spasm all the time, if you have muscles that are cramping, especially at night, you want magnesium. The best type of magnesium that I would recommend is called magnesium glycinate.
Applying magnesium lotion is incredibly simple. Just take a small amount and massage it into your calves before bed. The gentle rubbing not only helps the magnesium absorb, but also increases circulation, giving your muscles an extra boost of relaxation. If your cramps tend to hit other areas, like your feet or thighs, go ahead and apply it there too. The best part? This method is completely natural and works in sync with your body. There are no complicated steps, no need to measure out doses, and no waiting for a pill to kick in. It's just direct, targeted relief exactly where you need it. If you've ever struggled with restless legs at night or woken up to a painful cramp, this simple habit could be a game changer. Some people even find that using magnesium lotion regularly helps reduce the overall frequency of their cramps, making it easier to get through the night without interruptions. Of course, not all magnesium products are created equal. When choosing a lotion, cream, or oil, look for one with high-quality ingredients and no unnecessary additives. Magnesium chloride is one of the best forms for topical use since it absorbs easily and gets to work fast. While this trick is powerful on its own, it works even better when combined with other cramp prevention habits like stretching, staying hydrated, and making sure your bedding isn't keeping your muscles in a tight, unnatural position all night. Taking a few extra minutes before bed to prepare your body can make all the difference in waking up pain-free. Now that we've covered one of the fastest ways to relax your muscles, let's move on to another easy, yet often overlooked fix that can stop leg cramps before they even start. Number 4, medications that may be causing your leg cramps. It's frustrating to do everything right: stretching, staying hydrated, even using magnesium, only to still wake up with painful leg cramps. But what if the real culprit is something completely unexpected? The truth is, certain medications can actually cause muscle cramps as a side effect, and many people don't even realize it. Statins, commonly prescribed for lowering cholesterol, are at the top of the list. While they help keep your heart healthy, they can also interfere with muscle function, leading to tightness, soreness, and those dreaded nighttime cramps. Then there are diuretics, often called water pills, used for high blood pressure. These medications flush excess fluid from your body, but in the process, they also deplete important minerals like potassium and magnesium, making muscles more prone to spasms. Beta blockers, which are used to manage heart conditions, can also be a hidden trigger. They slow down the heart rate and reduce circulation, which may affect how well your muscles receive oxygen and nutrients. And it doesn't stop there. Some antidepressants, allergy medications, and even over-the-counter sleep aids have been linked to muscle cramping as well. But before you panic and consider stopping your medication, don't. These prescriptions serve an important purpose, and quitting them without medical advice can do more harm than good. The key is to be aware of the connection and talk to your doctor if cramps become a persistent issue. Sometimes, a simple adjustment like switching to a different medication or modifying the dose can make a huge difference. Another great approach is to be proactive about replenishing the minerals these medications may be depleting. Adding magnesium-rich foods to your diet, staying well hydrated, and incorporating a quality magnesium supplement before bed can all help counteract the cramping effects. If potassium levels are also low, foods like bananas, avocados, and leafy greens can provide a natural boost. For those on long-term medications, regular check-ins with a doctor can help monitor any side effects. If leg cramps are making daily life uncomfortable, there's no harm in asking about alternatives. In some cases, simply spacing out when you take your medication or pairing it with certain nutrients can help minimize the impact. Understanding the link between medications and cramps is an important piece of the puzzle. Once you know what's happening, you can take steps to reduce the discomfort without sacrificing your overall health. Nighttime leg cramps don't have to keep you up anymore. Try these 2 simple techniques today and finally get the pain-free sleep you deserve. Say goodbye to muscle spasms and wake up refreshed. Let us know if these tips work for you. Like and subscribe for more senior health solutions.